Merhaba arkadaşlar.
Where do I start?
Are you heading to the eye?
Are you all right?
We'll need to barricade the door behind you. You won't be able to get back in. All right. Get ready for anything.
Burada kalalım mı? Acaba nasıl yapsam? Dur bir dakika, ne diyor? Ona göre hareket edeyim. Bak buraya da gidiyor, Walter'ı da. Bunu bir kontrol edelim, o zaman sonra gidiyor. Yukarıdaymış. Güzel.
I'm almost done.
Oha. Dur sen dur. Vay fena bölüm ha. Lan öleceğiz lan. Kaç. Ne böyle? Oha. Ya silahlar da hiç geldi. Yetmiyor. Sağlık bitti, bir dakika. Ha, varmış. Envanter. Aşağı kadar mı? Sağlık niye yenilenmeli, bir daha sağlık pas. Hah. Buradan kaçış. O zaman Hadi bakalım. Yalnız hiç cephane yok. Nereye gidiyoruz? Cephane var bir sürü.
You can't risk it. Get to the ship.
Geldim. Ortalık fena karıştı ha. Baksana o mükemmel yapmışlar ya. Oha. Oo, işlemiyor bana. Yuh artık. Takip edeyim bu sefer. Sağlıkta yok ki. Hadi kız. Cephane az, sağlık az, her şey ters. Sağlık az bir şey. Savaşamıyor ki. Olmaz. Bunlara gideceğiz. Yapma ya. Ya sağlık yok, bir şey yok. Nereye kaçacağız? Bir savaşmada kaçacağız galiba. Baksana. Şuradan bir sağlık basayım diyor. Beklemeden kaçıyorum. Nerede bunları koruyarak böyle kaçıyoruz. Anladım. Hadi kız, hadi kız. Göze gidiyoruz ama biliyorsun. Ama beraber kaçıyoruz biz. Ha, iyi ki de gitmedik göze. İyi. Belki gitseydik hani bunlara da bir şey olabilirdi belki. Hemen acil göze gidiyoruz. Hadi güvenlik bunları halledersin, size emanet bırak. Ne yapıyordun? Ya gövdemizin sağlığı da çok düşük. Bir savaş çıksa bitti bizim işimiz. Şuraya bak ya. İnşallah çıkmaz. Eyvah, kesin savaşacağız ha. Sağlığımız da düşük ya. Abi. Şöyle yapalım olmaz. Ah. Kullanamıyorum ama bir daha deneyeyim. Sağ ol. Ha, yok. Ha, yanaş. İçeri kim bilir nasıl karışıktır. Nasıl? Ha, içeri gir. Tamam. Oo. Hadi be.
Dad, come on. You have to
Sam.
keep your eyes open.
Sam, can you hear me?
Sen de yaralanmamış.
Sam. Cora will be fine. Okay, Sam? We won't let anything happen to her.
Dad,
Hayır.
get up. Get up. Please. Go away. I told him you were coming. I just had to hold on a little longer.
Çok kan kaybetmiş. Baksana
I
yere.
hate you. Leave me alone.
Oo, burada da var yaralı.
He came out of nowhere.
Adamın zırhı ne öyle gerçekten ya. Vur vur, canı gitmiyor.
Thank you. I don't think I can move right away. but I'll make it. Go on.
Aa burada.
You're alive. Krix's ghost can keep waiting. No tears for the old. Got the others to worry about.
İyi görünüyor. Güzel. Allah.
Okay,
Nasılsın
I
dostum?
admit, my famous personality wasn't so much help with this one. I don't think I'm going anywhere for a bit. Give the meds some time to kick in. You go ahead.
He's gone. We need to talk locks and bolts. Lodge and the Eye are not secure. Just means he's playing the waiting man's game. He'll be back once we've done all the work of collecting the other pieces.
Hunter, he probably found us because we're somewhere obvious. High populated area, just like how the Starborn found you orbiting me on the first time. But the fact that they're competing with us to find the artifacts means they can't get them without searching.
So we put the artifacts somewhere in the fridge, or on something that can slip from their grasp if they do another strike for the curtain. Fine idea. Starborn show up, you can burn helium in one spin of the grav drive to anywhere.
Here, keep the artifacts safe. I guess we'll meet back at the lodge after.
Çekilir misin robot? Bu hızla nasıl çekiliyor? Loja'ya dönüyor şimdi. Oha, burada mı karışmış şu an? Burası durum sakin gibi diyeceğim ama bilemedim. Yok.
Excuse me. through this together.
Aynen öyle. Bunu da atlatacağız. Bunu onları ödetiriz abi. Yanlış yere gittim ya. Şu gemiyi bir tamir etseydim ya. Çok güzel olacaktı çünkü sağlığı bayağı bir düşük yani hani havada fazla savaşamayız ki. Aman nereden gidiyor? He tamam burada. Geldik sonunda.
I will be monitoring everyone's vitals.
Checking everyone's vitals.
If I may,
Really easy.
I know our encounter with the hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that I can't get out of my mind. Unity. Do you remember that? I'm not so sure. He seemed arrogant. He didn't care what we knew. It wasn't gonna matter. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas's speeches.
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that answers are out there in the stars. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but why not talk to him?
There's no harm in gathering more information. A visit to the Sanctum might actually be quite enlightening.
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about this feels right. I'll meet you over there.
You can pay for
Tamam, şuradan bir daha sağla verelim de. Yoksa Nazlı'ya da verelim. Hah. Ağırlık vereceğim herhalde. Neredeydi? Aynen, ağırlık da çok önemli. Yani fazla bir şey taşıdık mı hemen yoruluyoruz.
I have something I need
Hemen
to
buradan bir
discuss.
çıkalım abi.
Constellation has suffered losses before.
Bekçiyle bir konuşalım bakalım.
Yes, exactly. It's like
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside.
Hadi bakalım oturalım.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought, we enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. I understand you have doubts, but walk with me just a little bit further. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave? But what if it does? Not my version, obviously, but the House of Enlightenment, Varun. I've spoken to them before, but I never thought of scrutinizing their answers for clues. The Enlightened work out of a well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. The Rune worshippers are more enigmatic. I visited her a couple of times.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Bize müsaade. Bir dakika lan. Ne diyor? Buraya işimiz yok. Nereye gidiyoruz? Şuraya mı? Neymiş? Kontrol. 18. Şuna gidelim önce. Bu yakın gösteriyor.
It's a shame House Varun abandoned their embassy. They could learn a lot from one another.
Ticari bölge. Bir bakalım ticari bölgeye de. O da alt katta zaten. Şuraya binmek istiyorum arkadaşlar. Gemiyi onarmam lazım da onun için biraz bakacağım. Umarım vardır buralarda. Gidelim ya. Aynen buraya gidelim. Görevi odaklanalım diyeceğim de. Şu gemiyi tamir edecek bir yer bulamadım ya.
There's something I'd like to discuss.
Ama şuraya gidelim. Sonra şuradan gideceğiz.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Yeah?
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the well. A lot of people in need. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, we're not. Sorry. Can I help you?
We don't mean to be intrusive. Any information you could provide would be very useful.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilas is describing. A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of do that. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Sorry I couldn't be of more help, but that's about all I've got. Hope you find what you're looking for.
We should have a
Oh, I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the art of...
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
Perhaps you should hear us out before you decide to cast judgment.
The great serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
Anything you can tell us would be tremendously helpful.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the great serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the great serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the great serpent casts to deceive the faithless. Strength and conviction show your worthiness to the great serpent. The kill is not as important as showing there is no doubt. I grow tired of speaking. Leave me.
A few moments. There's something I'd like to discuss.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP in A and B, B and E, or heaven forbid in MS. But at least that looks like you've got some fines to clear up. I've got special orders. We have orders to transport you and your vessel to your final destination, the UC Vigilance. Any deviation from those orders on your part will be considered an act of hostility and will be met with aggressive force. Have it your way!
Ne oldu?
This is...
Ne oldu ya?
when you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
You didn't hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries, the factions use them.
A visitor? I have all the... He knows not the truth.
Perhaps you should hear us out.
The great serpent waits. That...
Anything you could tell.
Yes, I have spoken. Jinan Varun meets, but the unbeliever returns. Remember the... That is all. A visitor? I have all... Jokes.
I don't think it was a joke. It was an attempt.
The great serpent waits in the shadows. That is the truth.
Now wait a moment.
It is not an answer. You wish to... Jinan Varun meets the but the unbeliever returns. Remember the... That is all. Then we are done. Leave me.
You have a nice day now.
Sarah, good to see you.
Demin niye öyle oldu anlamadım ya. Birden saldırı başladı. Baksana kabul etmedik. Yasak yere mi girdik ne anlamadım ki. Deminki konuşmayı da hani hızlı o yüzden geçtim çünkü arkadaşlar aynı konuştuğumuz şeyler olduğu için. Gidelim bakalım ticari bölge. Ya şu ticari bölgede ne bileyim hani satıcı olur. Gemi için mesela modifiye şeyler olur. Tamir olur. Bir türlü bulamadım. Varsa ben bilmiyorum. Buradan gideceğim ben. Böyle kestirmeden gideceğim.
I feel...
Can you imagine how many credits flow through this place? Figuratively, of course. Here, I have something for you. You're welcome. I picked it up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm more than just an extra gun, you know. I think I can handle my field collecting and manage to keep up. Check back with me from time to time after we return from our planetary jaunts. If I pick anything up, it's all yours.
Teşekkür ederim. Ne vermiş? Silah sandım da.
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. What else did you learn? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. Was there anything else? Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in a system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and done. Well, that's certainly how I feel. Oh, you figured it out then? Well, good. I hope you find it. The true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives on our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? Conviction. Another word for strength. Can the truth not be revealed to the weak? Someone with doubts. The sanctum will always be here for those who seek it.
Daha var mı?
Oh, you're back. Yes. Let's see. Infinitum. Yes, that's it. The second, and from there, maybe you'll find, before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives. I know you're looking for a specific unity. And once you know, you will be taking a similar part of your... When one is lost, looking inward. So you're committed to keeping yourself from seeing unity as anything other...
We're following standard scientific-based protocols. Constellation's been doing it for decades.
Well, I won't keep you any longer.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
Evet, bu bölümün de sonuna geldik arkadaşlar. Görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.